No need to deny it. It's been far too long. Well, it's been far too long, y'all. Let's go up the wall. I get a lot. Even the negative people. Oh man, this is hard. See, I don't know where we're going or where we're going to end up.
105.1.
Music must love the show.
What up, everybody? It's the Lunchtime Hour with the old school preacher.
The church secretary and the choir president.
Man, I gotta tell y'all what we're gonna get. So, y'all know we had to go somewhere this weekend. I can't wait to get there. I was like, this girl knows. Man. Come on. I promise you. Come on. Tell her blood pressure. Oh my gosh, y'all doing it. I mean,
Everybody has something.
man, I'm talking about y'all. Matter of fact, I ain't never seen nothing like it.
Well, they say it's somebody in the
everybody.
world just like you.
It can't be that bad. The world can't handle two of y'all. Oh my God. I'm like,
Sound like a very special.
matter of fact, I'm hey, get up. You want to introduce Preston.
Oh my
Y'all do it. I mean, y'all do it.
It's all right.
I have never seen. I mean, y'all, let me tell you what I'm gonna do.
That's very like
I'm about to talk. You know, I was. I'm the honest with you. I really thought I'm like this girl be making it up, but I
don't
was
make it up. You can't make some of this stuff.
no, you just can't make it up. I mean, you cannot make it up. I mean, it just is so far fetched. I'm like, and then the timing of it. Oh man, 105.1 and 105.9. In on the phone is man out of YouTube, and they act like every day she started to do this here. Every day something wrong. In my head. I ain't never in my life did you do that. Oh my
He gotta be petty as money.
I've been with y'all work. Y'all used to I'll get your own work.
Well, I did.
Make this I'm telling you, I have never met so much like. I mean, every day I'm like it's something every day.
Well, it ain't like we making it up.
Come on. I'm gonna show you a private example.
Okay.
Okay, so Precious is over with a her home
Okay.
in Dope. So everybody that want to go by and see Precious if she show up. Okay. She's supposed to be there. At 9 o'clock, right? It's a good thing the folks ain't. It's a good thing. Ain't nobody going nowhere up there, okay? But so we know Precious has been there.
Okay.
Precious on the way. Guess what happened, Mom? What would you have said?
I mean, it happens. Life, real life happens.
That's what?
Are you serious? How are you real life?
Hey, you cannot make this up.
You can't make it up.
Now, look at that.
And it sounds, I know it sounds so perfect. A lot of times it sounds perfect. But yeah.
Okay, but watch this right here. Now. I'll give you one more.
Okay.
So, I find the those sites. I said, well, I ain't gonna come in. I'm gonna be late today. That's good. Look at what happened. That heat. I couldn't feel it.
It happened. I can believe that. Look at Mona.
Mona, like, I can't believe it. Mona, that is just too much.
People pulling in different directions. Man.
What's next?
That's right. I'll never ask that question. I promise I will never ask that question. I don't want to know the answer.
So y'all listen, yesterday we had an event, and the event was, the radio station was there. So on the way, Tamika and I get a text to tell us that I'm on my way to take son. I think this injured her son.
No, I would not. I would
That's one lie I would never tell.
on your child.
Only way they say is you would say that all her that she's on the way
It's just happened.
Have you ever met two people that have never seen each other, and never been around each other? They act so much.
Dated from day one. Never in my life.
Oh,
That's
okay.
right. Y'all got around
I
now.
feel talented.
You know what? It ain't nothing but love. It's enough for love.
I know it, but we. Oh, wait.
All that mess.
It was so sad.
Let me get my favorite. Like,
I'm very No. You don't. You don't.
now let's go to
Only
Hey, yo, when you wish. You had to tell her good smile, dude. She
Yeah, she don't carry the sunshine.
First you walk around look like something strange. Like, what's strange?
no. Well, first you gotta get the first time. Joy. That's all.
Well, I can't help but say I look.
That's the rest.
Oh, man,
I'm
it's,
sorry. I'm
oh,
sorry.
oh,
Yeah, I look.
look, it's best.
That's the bad. Then you gotta rest.
I would too. You, my mama.
What?
Woo, I'd be like, Lord, what? They would be late to school every morning. You have to go in there waiting on her. Waiting on her
Get
mom.
out the way.
Mom. Well, you ain't got no job. I got
So he's not giving perfect.
no, he don't get hurt. No.
We don't stop. We're gonna be there.
Hey,
We might be late, but we're gonna be there.
You stay right. Hey, listen. Much tuning in with us, man. Hey, y'all, y'all know the constant question. Yeah.
This is live. I'm praying. South Range, Dothan, Alabama. Hi, y'all.
Our twin.
Hey, listen. I promise you, you can't make y'all so tight. It's just great.
No, you can't.
Y'all it. You always late and always going on.
It's a condition. It could be a disease, but it's a condition. And a lot of people have it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I think a lot of black folks got that disease. I'm not doing nothing. I always complain about.
Oh,
Yesterday, oh my
What
God,
happened?
hey man, listen, man, they had the open mic, and none of the candidates come that's already in. Yeah, none,
They say what's going on.
Well,
none,
no lead.
I mean, I that's
Oh, okay.
none
Well,
of the candidates.
So,
None. Okay, those people are already in, man.
no, those are running.
Yeah, those people are
Okay.
running, I mean.
okay.
But none
None of the ones
people,
that was already in.
none
Oh, really?
in there are they did want to put one in. And I was like, hey, you guys. Yeah, no, don't ask. You say you can't. Yeah, look at we got to try it. All right. Nice.
Yeah. Like,
Let's see, man. YouTube, Facebook, hey, y'all. One thing is, we'll be right back. I don't know why YouTube, and listen, that's crazy. So I didn't update it, and we still showing. Still showing. Well, y'all, we ain't right back. Y'all already. So pull up YouTube, Mona. Okay, you pull up YouTube. Pull up YouTube. And so we're gonna take question and answering. We should have a question and answer session in a minute, and which we're gonna have. And then we'll come back and we have a couple things that we want to talk about as far as yesterday. And what's on the screen right now, we're actually stuck. Hey, if you look at YouTube, we actually stuck. There we go. See, question and answer is back up. Now, I just told y'all gonna learn today. I'm on
we'll
mine.
go learn.
I know what I'm doing.
Oh,
Bang.
yeah.
There you go.
You know what you do.
All right, now Mona, look at your phone now.
Okay.
Okay, watch this. In a minute, abracadabra. And what's the other word? Kazam. What is it?
I don't forget.
Abracadabra.
Alakazam.
See. Somebody please help me. It's rough up in there. All right, y'all. Y'all can see us now. They say y'all blacker than night.
The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
So now everybody can see us, but everybody said they heard y'all. Okay, they did hear y'all.
Well, that's good. That's what we want them to do. We got a
Okay.
lot to talk about.
Yeah. Look, that's good. I like it. Did you? Oh wow, Mona. I ain't got nothing to say. Okay, y'all. So they said what we were talking about. Listen, I was telling y'all about Mona. She didn't want to come and help us yesterday.
That wasn't
so
true.
she played like Jay was. Don't play with Javid like that.
I always
Don't play with
volunteer
Javid.
to
Don't
do
play with
stuff.
Javid like that.
I feel like I've
Wasn't no food
advanced
involved.
in
It
volunteering.
wasn't no food.
Is that what it was?
That's what it was. You said
There
you
was
know,
some G-Man cookies out there.
no, you ate that man. All that man could do. That's why y'all wrote that song. So you want my cookies? Oh, that's why y'all wrote this
You
song.
want G-Man cookies or my cookies?
Exactly. That's what it was.
Oh my.
Okay, then. All right. Hey, so but let me tell y'all something. So this weekend, yesterday, they had open mic. And at the open mic in Florence, Alabama, is for the people that's running for these elected
Re-elections.
positions. And no one showed up that was actually what they call an incumbent. That means those are the people that's already in. None of those people showed up. One. And my thing, my
We
question,
had one, remember?
who showed up? Who already in?
Minister Kirkman.
No, she running for school board. Yeah, she run for school board, but she showed up. She showed up for school board.
Mhm.
Just one person showed up then.
Yes.
She showed up for school board, but no city council people, no mayor, nothing.
Wow. Well,
And the mayor didn't show up because he said he running for District 3. And then he didn't show up for that.
I was just going to say.
District 1, District 2, District 3, District 4, District 5, District 6. Nobody.
So Griffin was up there.
Griffin
running
was
for
up there.
mayor.
He running for mayor. He came.
And
C.J. McCoy running for mayor.
He
Okay.
showed up.
Billy Ray Simpson running for mayor.
all right.
Okay.
And the other guy.
Man, Billy Ray Simpson called the folk. He called the church folk. He said we got some church monkeys.
Some
What?
church monkeys.
Yeah, I got to get him on because I'm gonna want him to elaborate on that.
He said the church monkeys should have been there.
Yes,
Oh.
I want him to come on and then elaborate on that. I told him all of the candidates we're going to invite them.
Okay.
He said he listens to us every day.
That's great.
And there was a whole
Keep
lot of people
listening.
out there say we listen to you every day.
Mm-hmm.
They said, boy, y'all be putting it on them. I said, we got to put some weight on this thing. But one thing about it, now I'm going to tell you something. All you people that's complaining about stuff, if you don't come out to things like this where you have an opportunity to ask the questions, quit getting on Facebook trying to go off.
That's right.
So, like, if the city don't fix the roads and stuff, right?
You call your council
And
person.
you mess your car up, do they pay for it?
Yeah, they
Really?
supposed to. They supposed to. You can sue. I know in Memphis when they messed up my rim on my
They had to
Yeah.
pay for it.
what you see.
I was just wondering because
Listen, I still do have one. But my rims on one of my cars cost $1,500.
mhm,
And then the tires for the car cost like $900.
you had them little thin tires.
So I hit a pothole. No, you know my other car. I ain't trying to tell nobody because they be getting all in their feelings. And I ain't got time for that today.
Okay.
So I mean, I got a Porsche. So on my
Okay.
Porsche, the tires and the rims are very expensive. So in
Mhm.
Memphis, I hit a pothole.
Okay.
They paid for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they paid for it
That's good to know.
because it whopped my rim and I had a flat. And I'm like, no, dude, no, y'all got to fix these roads.
So you want yours fixed, Mona?
Well, no, I avoid the pothole, but it's a big pothole, and I mean,
And the thing to do is that's on the city though. But you need to call. Everybody need to understand. I think the problem is, and I may be wrong. I think the problem is a lot of people really don't understand what the different positions,
Right.
what power they hold.
yeah,
And I think that leads to a lot of confusion and a lot of people jumping off on people when you need to understand. And that's why it was important for you to come yesterday so that you could ask your questions.
Mm-hmm.
right.
Okay. And we got to understand. I think now you cannot run for a position if you don't want to be held accountable by the people that you represent. If you represent the people, you got to answer to the people. And I'm gonna tell you, I heard Dr. Jackson say this, and I don't believe she have a problem me repeating it. I wouldn't vote for nobody that don't talk to me.
Okay.
If you cannot ask your mayor, you can't ask your city council person, and they act like they too good or too big and too important to talk to you, I wouldn't vote for them.
That makes sense.
What sense does it make? The people work for you. That's just like a lawyer. The lawyer works for you.
Right.
So when I call my lawyer, don't tell me I'm gonna call you back and don't call me. No, because then you're gonna charge me for that little 5-second phone call that I called over there for.
They charge for phone calls?
Yeah, they charge for the phone call, charge for the email, charge for the text message. I had one of my lawyers. I got about 4 of them. I had one of my lawyers. She called me.
And
Mona?
they charge you.
She called me to help her on something that she had going on, and then sent me a bill.
You paid it.
No, no, I'm not paying that. I said, you do realize that you called me, and I was helping you on something that you wanted. She said, oh. I'm like, oh.
She just looked at her call log and saw that y'all communicated.
Exactly. I was like, y'all got to quit. But Mona, this is the deal. So a lot of people been complaining about stuff, but on yesterday, them people didn't show up.
No.
Somebody's gonna rank. If Sir Charles or can't stay too long and 803 boots on the ground would have been out there.
Been out there in the rain.
Oh, they'd have been out there with the raincoats on.
And you know what?
Y'all get somebody nerves always whining and complaining about something, but don't show up for nothing. You got to stop being reactive and start being proactive.
That's right.
What you say?
Now, that's what we like to do. Always like reactive. Ooh, he don't do this and she don't do this and did. Okay, come out here, talk to these people, find out what is it that they have the power to do. Then have an intelligent conversation. You cannot have a conversation screaming and hollering and lying.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think it's a lack of knowledge for the people too, because you don't know
exactly
who run what or who to call for
but
certain situations.
But that's what yesterday was about.
What the meeting was for.
But people fail to come out, and then you go to social media and always want to downplay what's not happening or what's not going on. But are you going to these sessions when they're having them? No. A lot of times people fail to go to meetings that different representative hosts. They don't go to anything until after the fact when they mad. It's too late then. You should have been proactive and get your answers answered. I got
to take this call. This is Microsoft. You know I got to take this call.
Yeah, you got to do that. We've been waiting on it for a week. But yeah, that's the biggest thing with a lot of situations. A lot of things are not happening in our communities because we don't even go out. I was talking to someone the other day and they didn't even know who their city council person was.
I believe that.
You know what I'm saying? But
because I'm not even gonna lie, if I hadn't volunteered here, I wouldn't know who mine was probably. Because I just didn't.
You didn't really look into it.
No.
And that's what a lot of people are failing to do. A lot of people are failing to get to know the people or get to know the roles of the people. So therefore, what's happening is when things are not happening or things are not being resolved, you don't even know who to go to. And you go to social media, stirring up mess when you could have avoided that if you went directly to the person. But that's how things are happening with everything. We go to social media for if somebody, your neighbor hit your dog, you know who your neighbor is, go to your neighbor.
Yeah, people like mess, and everybody know that. So that's why they go to social media.
But I mean, your comments, your likes, that ain't getting a problem resolved.
No, it's not. But if you monetize, it'll give you some money.
Man, 13 cents. You know what you know what I'm saying. You got to get to the point to get monetized. Exactly. But the best thing to do is go to the people direct and then take it somewhere else.
It is. I mean, you should do that. But most people, now me, myself personally, if I'm into it with somebody, I probably wouldn't even name drop, but I'll probably tell the situation. I probably wouldn't name drop, but this day and time, you go and confront somebody about something, they liable to shoot you.
It's not even confronting people. The biggest part of it is going to the person. So many people. Okay, if I got a problem with Mona, I feel like I'm one of these kind of people. I got to cool down first.
Right.
And come to you and say, hey, Mona, this is what has happened. Because you may not have seen it the way you persuaded it to me, or the way you came at me, or the way it happened. It may not even been my fault.
Right.
But I know a lot of people don't look at it that way, but that's the issue we have with this.
And what I'm saying is you could come to me calm and talk to me about the certain situation, but some people just feel like they just got to pop off. Even if you come to me calm and I'm at a point in my life where I'm just like, I'm just fed up. One more thing happened, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? And then that's another conflict.
Well, that part right there, people gonna have to learn. When you pop off, you got to be ready for the pop off to get something back.
Exactly. But and that's what happens.
If you're having issues with your community, if I feel like if I was running for elected official, or if I'm in that position and I feel like the trash not getting picked up properly, or my community is being avoided or eliminated, you're not taking heed. If I come to you as a citizen of my community, I feel like I should be able to come to you, talk to you, and you give me the answers of why it's not happening.
Okay, you're saying like if they go to a city council or the mayor or anything. I got you on that.
Now, I mean, those are, but I'm just saying, people, they take everything to Facebook, but they're not. The problem not being resolved by taking it to Facebook. You ain't doing nothing but making me mad by putting it out there. And of course, I'm not going to.
Well, I mean, that's politics for you. They going to say they going to do stuff, but they never do.
So you feel like a lot of people run for election. They give you their hopes or dreams of.
Yeah, they sell wolf tickets. From the president down to whatever the lowest person is. Yeah, they lied. They lied. That's all they do. Politics.
So they doing what the Bible said, love thy neighbor as thyself.
No. I ain't trying to be funny or nothing, but hey, the proof is in the pudding. All you gotta do is look around and see what's going on.
So you think a lot of elected officials
A
basically
lot of politicians lie.
You ain't lying.
I'm just saying they gotta say something to get them votes. And a lot of them be dirty with it.
My mic went off.
Oh no.
There you go.
Don't try to cut my stuff
Oh
off.
no.
Mona got to
That's
unplug
them
me.
little gremlins I told you be in here.
No, I was hitting the wrong button.
Oh, that's
See, that's what it was. It ain't never. I keep telling you one thing about a computer. It ain't never most of the time. It's not the computer. It's usually the user.
Oh,
The operator.
I could believe that, especially when I'm using it.
Right. So you just said something. You said most politicians lie, and you ain't lying.
Yep.
I mean, seriously.
because they go in there and tell the truth, who gonna vote for them?
Right.
People like mess. People like messy situations. You got some of them that'll go behind the other one's back and put some out there on them and stuff like that. It's just crazy stuff.
Mona, you don't think people can be honest and still win?
No.
Mm.
I mean, I wish it could be like that, but I feel like if they get up there and tell the truth, what they gonna, hey, it's so much I could do. I would try, but then you got somebody, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that.
Oh,
this.
you saying they lie when they say what they're gonna do?
Yeah, like Trump.
Like their objectives of what they plan.
Well, you got to ask yourself a question: do people like people that lie to them, or do they like people that tell them?
They like people to lie to them. That's why they get elected.
No, I'm talking about people in general.
People like for people to lie to them because that's what they want to hear.
They want to hear lies.
Apparently.
So it ain't just politicians.
It's not just politicians. It's people.
Well, here's my big question. Okay, and this is what I was saying before. I didn't hear you all because I was on with Microsoft. Microsoft is sorry.
Really?
Oh my God.
And they control so much.
They control everything. They got us by you know what. And it's like, my God. I'm like, come on, man. And it's just crazy. But anyway, what I was saying is we often complain about stuff, but we put very little effort into trying to get on, come up with a solution to a problem before there is a problem.
You're right.
And I think a lot of people have spent a lot of time attacking people personally when they don't know what these people can and cannot do. And then what get me, y'all scared to say something to them other people, but y'all got everything to say to us.
Well,
I mean, I'm just putting it out there. I mean, it's just like I use at church. People will go to the other people church, sit in the back, don't ask no questions, don't say nothing about what they spend their money on. And then they'll come to our church and cause holy hell, got to complain, fuss, fight about everything. But we'll go to them other people church, sit in the back, ain't got nothing to say. They got the lights, they got the big screen, they got the dice turned down, they got all this other stuff, and you ain't opened up your mouth.
Okay.
But you come to our church and you like, why is it dark in here? Why do we need those monitors? Why do we have to have the lights? This is not a disco. Why is the music so loud? Why he preaching so low? Why they singing this type of song? But you go to the mother folk church, won't run nothing. It won't say a word. It's the same old way with politics. Y'all, and I'm just gonna put it out here. Y'all jump all over Katrina because she looked like y'all. You ain't said nothing to that man over there that run Party Pros. You ain't said nothing to that other man over there that what's the other guy name? Running from he running for mayor.
Griffin.
You ain't said nothing to Griffin. You ain't said nothing. I mean, these people told you what they think about you. And ain't nobody saying nothing. Y'all look, all of the commotion coming, and everybody don't live in District 1. And that's what I find strange. We don't hear nothing but District 1. We don't hear nothing about District 2. I'm sure some black folks live over there too, in District 3, 4, 5, and 6. But y'all been programmed to fight your own folk, but you don't fight them other people and won't say nothing to them.
Mhm.
So do you think things are the same in all those districts?
I think
The reason you don't hear nothing?
no, I think that we have been programmed, shut your mouth when them folks look like something else. It comes from slavery. It comes from a slave mentality. You feel like you cannot talk to them, but you are willing to make the sacrifice and say what you want to say to somebody that look like you.
So, but and then that goes back to what we was just saying. A lot of them won't even get out and try to figure out what the role is or who doing what. They, like you said, they ready to target.
I mean, I'm just saying now, you got to be honest. Help me out. Y'all help me out now. Don't you get quiet now. Don't get quiet now. Okay. Do people try to handle you? Okay, let's use you as a choir director, choir president.
All right.
They try to handle you, but go over there to the other folks' church, won't say nothing. They won't tell them folks they don't like them songs. They ain't gonna say nothing.
They just go with the flow.
What you see? Have you seen that happen where people won't say nothing and won't say nothing to you, when talk crazy to you, then when somebody else get it, you be looking like, hold on a minute now. That's just like our concerts. We would do a concert. Okay. Go on, Tamika. Let me Tamika won't say it. Go on, say it. I gotta pay that man.
I mean, I just feel like the support is not there regardless. People look at names and they just don't support you because they feel like.
Hold on a minute, Tamika.
Okay, so I guess Tamika was saying that a lot of people, if they see a certain name on the program or whatever, they'll be like, I'm not going to support that person. People mess with who they want to mess with. People deal with who they want to deal with. They spend their money on who they want to spend their money on.
Which is their prerogative.
Mhm.
But at the same time, you're always saying there's nothing to do.
Exactly.
Why we have to travel to Tupelo, Birmingham, Huntsville, wherever, and you bring things here locally, and it's always a issue. If you not, you can do it for free.
And people won't show up.
Won't show up because they feel like they're hurting you. And it's sad.
But why is it though in this election now? Let's talk about it. Why is it that people won't say nothing to them other people? I'm gonna tell you something, how crazy it is. It's so bad that people talk big and bad around you, but then when they ground the other folks, they quiet as mice. And then you try to get some people to run, they like, they put me on the board. They put you on the done beautification board to say if a house or a yard look good. What?
I don't know. I feel like people. I
may not agree. This is my point. I may not agree with everything that the councilman does over in Muscle Shoals, but my point is, I'm gonna say what I want to say to all of them. I ain't got no picks and choose on who I'm talking to.
So y'all got a beautification board?
Everybody.
We don't need no bit. Let me tell y'all something. Muscle Shoals, we don't have them issues.
Oh, okay.
Because if you get paper, you get paper in the street, baby. Here come the truck picking it up. You hear me? That's why the electric bill is so high.
Yeah, that's for them people with them long pockets.
No, the city has decided. And see, I heard somebody say this, and y'all talk about this. They said that you could go to another district in Florence, and if you throw paper on the ground before it hit the ground, they over there picking it up. But you come to the west side, and you could throw paper on the ground and just stay there.
Man,
well, that's true. I can attest to that because
that's a question that y'all
I
need
got
to
a
be
note
asking.
on my door stating my grass was too tall.
See,
and when I lived
up there with that ruler.
And listen, and when I was on the west side, I never received a note. I mean, because I don't really, my grass never get really tall. But with all this rain, it's been different now.
It's growing fast.
It's growing faster because I get my grass cut at least every 10 days.
But again, why is no one saying this? You got to ask the question. Okay, you're in District 1. So guess what? You need to be asking District 1 council person, hey, tell me why that I know for a fact you live in District
2.
Why is it that in District 2 this happens and then in District 1 this happens? Have facts, not feelings,
No,
not
mine's
making it up.
facts.
And then you give people an opportunity to address it. If they don't address it, then you come by and say, I went and I tried. And see, the problem is when people try to talk to these elected officials and they write them off and they disregard them or they act like, oh, well, I'm going to be honest with you. I can give people honestly speaking. You can call me, tell me something. I promise you I'll forget. So I think that these elected officials are going to have to get them some assistance.
Because you think they be forgetting?
Because that way they won't. They
don't have secretaries and stuff.
They don't want to spend their money. Oh. So that's because they gonna get paid a set rate. Mm-hmm. They had to go hire their own assistant, but I think they need to get them some assistance because a lot of complaints has been. I've reached out to my city council person and they did not follow up with me.
I think that's the number one.
And people will hold it against you. And a lot of times you had to chart, and I had to say it, and I know you can say it, and I know you can say it. We often get busy and we forget stuff. Mm-hmm. And it don't be busy. It don't even be personal.
I know.
It don't be personal.
It's not personal.
But you forget.
And people will take it that way. They'll think, oh, you remember what you want to remember. That's not true. I don't know why I remember the stuff that I do remember and some of the stuff that I can't remember that I want to remember. But my memory bad.
Right. I wasn't saying right to you like that, but it is bad.
I mean, for a fact. I can't help it. So don't charge it to my head. Don't charge it to my heart. Charge it to my head.
Hey, I'm just saying. So these are the things that we need to talk about. These are the things that you need to address and stop being fickle and fake. Say what you mean to folks to their face, and then that way have a grown folks conversation without getting nasty. We ought to be able to talk without getting nasty, and we ought to be able to come together, say what we got to say, and don't fall out.
I know what I was going to say. I feel like
I can't fall out with Mona because every day. Whew, that's why I had to be gone certain days. I can't do it. Okay, go on. See what you're going to say. Let's see if you forgot.
Kim forgot.
Say your ABCs backwards.
I feel like the people don't say nothing to the other people because they have people in their ear. I know you saying nothing. They ain't going to do nothing about it. So they feel like, okay, well, I'm not going to say nothing. That's just like voting. People, my vote ain't going to matter. So I'm not going to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think people be in their ear telling them stuff and they don't know nothing themselves.
That's what I'm saying. But it goes back again. We are harder on our own people than we are other folks. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. We are so, I'm going to use the word, we're such demagogues when it comes to our own folks. We would dog each other out so bad and won't know all the facts, and we're running all over town. Them other folks will put a gun across in your yard and tell you they're going to celebrate Confederate Day, and you still going over their house to eat. Listen, I'm just saying we don't say anything about that. And now people, and I think people need to be honest. And I heard the man, somebody told the mayor, not the mayor, the guy that's running for mayor.
District 3.
No. What's his name?
Bill Griffin.
Not Bill. What's his name?
Simpson.
Somebody told Simpson on Facebook. Now you can go on Facebook, see this. Mm-hmm. Somebody told Simpson they would do whatever it takes to make sure that he don't get elected.
Oh, really?
From the other crowd, from the other side.
Oh, really?
From the other side.
Oh, my.
They came out on Facebook and said they will make sure that he don't get elected.
Oh, wow.
Because they told him you cannot get elected to be mayor of Florence without the white vote.
Oh, that's what they told me.
Okay, then. They put it in black and white.
Oh, my.
So
too, it goes back to, you sit at these meetings, because I have been, and this is not gossiping or saying what I don't know. You said at a city council meeting and dog black folks out because he did. I was there and you represented and talked about city council president Katrina and say she ain't know what she was doing. And I'm gonna support the white folk, and the white folks the ones gonna turn their back on you.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, Lord.
He did that.
I was there.
Nah, she ain't making that one up, Mona. She ain't making that up because I was looking like, what happened?
Oh,
I
my.
told you we are harder on each
We are.
other than we are others.
But you need that same support to come back with you.
Right. And you know what? And so now them same old folks that geek you up to go in there and kill somebody, they ain't none of them helping you right now.
Man.
Everybody else, they were looking like, what? So that's what I'm saying. But my point is, we need to get educated. I'm thinking that they need to have a seminar or something, but y'all won't show up.
They ain't gonna come.
I was just going to say, you think people will show up?
No, it ain't no boots on the ground, and
you ain't giving away no free food.
we ain't getting away no. Oh yeah, that's it. Now y'all took me with that. Now this is the only place I ever been where folks can dislike you so bad that they won't even come to something free.
Well, that ain't good.
Mona,
That's not good at all.
But a stand up and want to fight and say, why is it that y'all won't do more? Man, I'm not doing nothing. I'm about to take down my flag. Holler at you. Peace.
You finna throw in the towel?
Holler at you. Get it how you get it. Keep spending my money trying to do something and make a difference. And you so big and mad at me for no reason that you want to support. I don't even understand that. We was getting with them fit. And then here's the thing. Don't nobody like to remember. We was getting with them boxes every week, 1,500 boxes a week. We was trying to help the community, trying to help the people. I mean, and I'm like, why is it that now, you can't, we was doing that. And then even in doing that, people got mad and tried to cut it off.
And then, but the biggest part, a lot of people, we allow people to get under our skin when, we were doing good things. We everything we do has always been free here at Knox Media Group. And it just bothers me when 334 Entertainment came in and started trying to help us make more money so we can continue to do free things. I got comments where if y'all were doing free stuff, why y'all gonna start charging? I said, that's not us. That's the entertainment group to help us to raise more money.
No, you should tell them because y'all ain't making no donations.
Well, I did.
And here's the thing, everything, and what people have to understand is, and I understand, everything we do come out of my pocket.
Right.
And this ain't no secret. Everything we do come out of my pocket. When we start to come out of my pocket. So my point was, in order for us to do more, we had to do fundraisers in order to make more, put some money out here so we can do more.
Right.
And we thank God for our sponsors. We have a few sponsors that stick with us, and we thank God for them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, because I called down there to the electric place and I told them that we was a nonprofit trying to feed the poor. They say, you're going to feed them in the dark. You don't pay this bill.
Wow. Okay.
Mona, we called Times Daily and told them we doing a free event in the park and asked them, would they be nice enough to put it in the paper? Because we always talking about, we love our veterans. We salute our veterans. Thank God for our veterans. Them folks turned around and told you what? We'll send you a price list. So how can you say we love our veterans and here's a free event? And Mona, and that's what I'm talking about. You can't be scared. You got to be out here and got to be 100 with folks. You can't say that you're supporting the veterans. This is a free event. No one is getting paid other than the artists that's coming out to perform, and they're giving us discounts
and stage and lights because that ain't free.
Because we can't find no one to give us the stage. We can't find no one to give us the lights.
Right.
We still got to pay for that stuff. And so all we asked was Time Daily, would you run this ad to let people know is remembering veterans in the park, and it's absolutely free. And we're trying to bring the knowledge for our veterans to understand that they have access to health care, They can get disability according to how they got out. This is the stuff that we're trying to do. And we're told we can tell you how much it's going to cost. Don't write another article in that paper talking about you support the veterans.
Well,
and if you're scared, act like Mona. If you're not, you got to see. And that's the problem. If you have too many people out here, you say you for right, but you're scared to speak up. If you for some, speak for it. Because the Bible clearly states an unstable person is unstable in all his ways. So if you wishy-washy, I can't trust you on nothing. You're going to be wishy-washy in everything you do. That's how you got to look at this thing. And so, and what people do is, and just like Shedeur Sanders and Deion Sanders, people that have the goal, they make the rules. You got to, I learned this the hard way. If you're going to run your mouth, Knox, you better be ready to suffer consequences.
That's true.
That's
why you quiet.
That's why I'm quiet.
That's with everything.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
Well, keep it shut all the time then.
I do.
Now you don't.
I don't talk all the time.
All the time. Anytime you woke.
Now, Mona said it depends on the conversation.
Yeah, anytime she woke, she talking. I mean, anytime. But Mona, you got to speak up for people that can't speak for themselves.
That's true.
And what we do, and now watch this. Let it be somebody that you call yourself don't like. You've been said everything.
Well, I think that. And like we were just saying, I just told Mona when you were away, a lot of people don't go back and consider. We always saying we're Christians, but we don't consider the Bible. We only consider the Bible when it's going to help us. A lot of the one Bible verse that I really truly go by, love thyself as love thy neighbor as thyself.
I would say because she wrote that new Bible.
Love thy neighbor like
she
herself.
Got 67 books in her Bible.
A lot of people they want to love you when it's convenient for them.
Well, you say,
and that's the issue that we having with everything.
From politics on down to the church.
Exactly.
We got the same problem.
That's the problem with everything. And that's what I was telling Mona earlier. A lot of people are always saying, hey, I got you. I'm here for you. I support.
Got nothing.
But I mean, will not come to none. Will not.
Ain't got nothing.
I mean, won't give you a $50 donation.
They just run their mouth.
A lot of people got mouthpieces. And I told somebody the other day, don't tell me you love me. Don't tell me you like me if you ain't showing it. It's a action word to me.
I think Tamika got fed up.
She fed up.
I've been fed up, but I'm at the point now. Look, don't tell me nothing. Show me. And it's not all about money.
But let me ask you a question, though. Let me ask you a question. I had to calm her down.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question. How do you think that the white people feel about black people? Why do you think yesterday that we was in District 1?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just put it out there. We in District 1. Why would I have to come in District 1 to tell y'all I'm running for something and get y'all support when y'all can't do nothing but fight over there in District 1 anyway?
Well, I think it was more of and I know what you're saying why the white people didn't come over.
Why do I have to come over and do anything over there? Y'all don't do nothing but fight each other. They saying I'm telling you what they're saying now. They some kin to me. I'm gonna tell you what they're saying. Okay, I got some white folks that's some kin to me. They good friends with me, and they invited me to the meeting. Now, this is what they said. They don't have to campaign when it come to y'all. Y'all only fight folks that look like y'all. Y'all believe everything they tell y'all, and y'all get quiet when it's time to speak up because they controls everything. So guess what they do? They don't do nothing. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to worry. They don't even have to put nobody. Okay, I'm just put that. They ain't got to put nobody up to run against K-Trainer. Because black people gonna put somebody up to run against K-Trainer. They ain't got to put nobody up to say what they don't want done. They'll find one of us to get up and talk about what we don't want done.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they do. I wouldn't have to get in the fight if I could get Mona to go out there and fight. Go on out there, Mona. Go on. And guess what? That's what they do. They drop little stuff on us, and instead of us paying attention to the big picture, we looking at the little picture. Okay, Deion Sanders, what just happened to his son? I need every African American to pay attention to what just happened to his son. I don't care what Chris Carter tried to tell y'all. I don't care what the people on the TV trying to tell y'all. That was basically showing you all that you're a black person, you don't run none, you don't own none. So what? You got millions of dollars. You ain't got billions of dollars. And just in case you didn't do the math, millions is less than billions. And so the billionaire showed you that you're still on that plantation. And if you get out of line and you try to get the other folks to run, we're going to cut your feet off. And what they did was they didn't cut Shadur feet off. They just injured him to show you, don't make me cut it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at that video, when he got that call from the Cleveland Browns, look at Deion Sanders' demeanor. Look how he was defeated.
Because he had said something about
He was defeated because they accomplished what they wanted. They wanted to show Prime, look, Prime, we're going to make you
eat them words.
irrelevant. That's what they said. We're going to make it where, hey, you ain't got no pool. We'll show you. And the worst thing in the world, and this is the thing that all of us understand, don't hurt my children. Do what you want to do to me. Don't hurt my children.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
This man said out his own mouth, put me on the cross. But don't do this to my child. Don't do this to my children. Well, Mr. Big and Bad sitting on the couch talking about what your son ain't going to do and who ain't going to play for. And then you around here, you Mr. doing all these speaking engagements and saying you got it going on, just got a multi-million-dollar contract with Colorado, showing these people that it's the prime effect. You think the folks that got the money was excited about that when you told the people in the NFL what you weren't going to do when you was playing? No, they say, hey, baby, we may not get you in the wash, but we gonna get you in the rinse. And right now it's rinse cycle. And they used his son. And anytime, and I don't care what nobody say, anytime a black man walk into a room with some confidence, folks get mad and they try to figure out what they can do to cut you and put you in your place.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't go to certain meetings no more, because I ain't got time to be fighting folks. I'm trying to live. And people are so low down that they will try to kill you. They will try to lock you up. They will try to do whatever they can to take you out and make you be quiet. So you have to make up your mind. You have to make up your mind. But we only fight people that look like us. We ain't finna fight them other folks. Them other folks come over there right now, can come right now and slap you, Mona. You be sitting up and hollering, well, I will hit you back, but I don't want to miss no, I don't want to go. No, but let it be somebody black coming here and slap you.
You think so?
Man, we get through.
You
we
think
get
that's
through.
what happened?
Yeah, you'll be looking at me hollering, come on, you might well follow them folks down here, come bum me out. I don't care what you say. Y'all could, and I may be wrong, but
That's
I
any
seen,
color. So
man, please.
okay.
You didn't have them folks talk to you any kind of way. I promise you,
Who?
I had a man call me a ninja. And
Are
tell
you
you, I'm telling you, I ain't telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what happened to me. In Mississippi, I had just got out the military. A man called me a ninja. You hear me? And when he called me a ninja, I had sense enough told him, you the messed up now. But when I got ready to go and get people, the woman was sitting at the desk. She heard him call me a ninja.
She didn't.
But when the folks came down to interview her, she said she couldn't be sure that exactly what he said.
She knew
I'm
she was
not
gonna lose
for
that
sure.
job. She wasn't finna lose her job.
What you said. Okay, then. And I was like, you were sitting right there. Then all the people in the community, oh, we with you. Like Tamika say, oh, we with you. We got you. Okay, where you at now?
Will not support you.
Man, listen, it was so bad, and I don't mind telling them, I'm gonna write me a book. They blackballed me. I couldn't get a job at Delta State University. They blackballed me. They wouldn't hire me at Cleveland School District. Praise God, y'all didn't, because like the Bible says, what the devil meant for evil, God used it for good, because that was the launching pad to put me in business at Computer Plus. I created my own company. And from that day forth, I have never worked for anybody else. That's what I'm telling you. You got to trust God and got to quit being so scary. Y'all scary. If you're going to be scary, shut your mouth when it comes to black folks. If you're going to try to dog black folks out and ain't going to say nothing to white folks, shut up. Don't be big and bad when it comes to your own folks and then won't say nothing to nobody else. Be quiet. It don't make sense. I can't stand that. That's like at church. Don't be big and bad with your pastor. Then you take yourself over to somebody else's church and you sitting in there being quiet. Ain't got nothing to say. Ain't running nothing. Ain't on damn board. But when you was at other church, you cause hell every Sunday, every Wednesday, on the phone every day, talking about what should and what should go on. No, be quiet. If you can't talk the same talk with the other folk, don't say nothing to me.
Well, you should be able to say it to anybody.
You don't.
If I have something to say, I will say it.
But do you think a lot of times it goes both ways? It goes both ways. A lot of people, they can dish it out, but they can't take it back.
It ain't about dishing. It's about doing. It's about quit being so hard on people.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
And quit being so two-faced.
Our people, I mean, we could be hard, like you say, you could be hard on you. I could be hard with Mona. But then if Mona is in a certain position, she should be able to talk to me the same way she talking to somebody else.
Exactly. And here's the thing. Watch this.
A lot of times we're not transparent. We dog other folks out, and you want to put me to the cross, and you did everything under the sun and the moon with me.
They listen. I ain't telling y'all what I heard them tell you something, man. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. And I'm just gonna stay like District 1. District 1 is like real hot topic right now. Why? Because Katrina Simmons is the first Black African-American woman to be on the school, on the district, on the board. And she the first Black African-American woman to be the president. Mm-hmm. All right. But nobody talks about how District 1 asked the mayor and somebody else for a meeting, and they refused to come over there.
Did they?
Okay, then. See, ain't nobody talking about that. Ain't nobody talking about that. You want to talk about everything else? No, why come over there? I don't need y'all. It's 4 of us to 1. That's what I keep on trying to get us to pay attention to. It's 4 to 1. What I need to come over there for? What did the NFL owners show Deion Sanders? We don't care how good your son is. Mm-hmm. It's too many other running around that we would choose. We would show you. And if it wasn't for one NFL owner who happened to be the Cleveland Browns owner, and I want everybody to pay attention to this. You know, this general manager for the Cleveland Browns just asked him to be a brother. Okay, he's a Black guy.
Okay.
The coach is a white guy. Did you see the coach and the general manager face when they got the call?
Yes, I did. I was going to say something about that.
No, you wasn't.
Yes,
scared.
I was.
You scared. They're just like folk come over here talking about you their best friend during the election and you ain't talk to them since. Okay, then. So my point exactly.
Listen.
Don't play with me. If you gonna talk to me all the time.
They asked them about that.
What did they say?
They said they was tired.
Oh, yeah, right.
It was a long day.
Yeah,
and that
right.
video wasn't what it said.
Yeah,
but
right.
they looked disappointed.
Man,
they didn't clap.
Look, they didn't look there. They were mad. They like, how the saying where this man gonna make us? How you gonna make us draft this boy? Because I'm the owner. Mm-hmm. And basically the owner said, well, watch this, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, this is so crazy. Made them fellas draft the boy. Then the boy turn around. He's the #1 jersey selling rookie in the NFL.
Well, do you think Trump has something to do with the owner?
Trump told y'all better let that boy.
That's what I'm saying. Seemed like after he got on and chimed in.
Mona, come on. What's one thing we all can agree on? White folks stick together.
Oh, yeah, they
do that.
And Black folks fight each other.
Kill each other.
No matter the position.
You know, you matter what we can talk about anything. Mm-hmm. And Tamika, here's the prime example. You, Mona, and myself, we all can talk about this right now. We get around some white folk, Mona gonna sell us out. Now we in trouble. Yeah, we counted Mona sold us out. Now we like, Mona, I thought Well, see what had happened was, but do you not see that though? Mm-hmm. Don't people do that?
All the time.
All us in here together, and then we get out in front of white people, then I turn around and say, well, Tamika and Mona, y'all know,
And I'm sitting up there looking
at each other like, what? Did we not just have this conversation? Well, I looked at it a little different. You know what I'm saying?
They paid my bill yesterday.
Man, please. And I think that's bad. And I think people don't understand. Okay. You got to understand. You got to understand that people, and I'm going to tell you one more thing. I'm through talking about the West Side. Okay.
All right.
Why is the Handy Center the middle of all confusion? It ain't like them folks want to spend their money on the Handy Center. Don't y'all get it twisted now. I said in that meeting, and I know them folks didn't want to spend their money.
No.
They did not want to spend that money on the Handy Center, and y'all acting like the mayor and the rest of them folks was all for you. Them folks wasn't studying y'all. They just gave you something to shut you up. Now, I was sitting in the meeting. You was there too, Mona.
I was.
You was there too. No, you make it. But Mona was there. Huh, here you go. Put this pacifier in your mouth and take what we give you. That's where you are in life. That's why you got to make sure, and I'm going to go back to it again. That's why you got to make sure that you stay close to God, have a relationship with God, because God is our only protection. We have no other protection. We got more churches in the shows area. They call this the Bible Belt. You got more churches in the shows area, and this is one of the most racist places you want to be. Now, make that make sense.
It don't make sense.
Y'all make it make sense.
I can't make it make sense.
You love God, but, and I don't even understand, how did the cross become the center for the KKK? Because it's at the cross where the black man died, so that everybody. And look, Jesus was brown. So how's that gonna be? I mean, y'all.
I don't know. I have no idea. But that's a good question.
I mean, think about it. I just need y'all get your facts before you jump out here.
Mm-hmm.
And have meetings with people and come to agreement and stick with what you come up with. Don't come out. We had a meeting down in Dothan, and before we can get out the meeting good, the competitors knew what we had going on in our meeting.
Oh, wow. So somebody was a mole.
Make it make sense. It don't make sense. And so, I mean.
But don't nobody never know how I got that.
Don't nobody know. And that, it just bothers me, man. I just look at us and I be like, man, and I'm learning this. And Cynthia Knoxon told me this plenty of time. Stay out of folks' fight. Because people put you in their fights and leave your behind out there. It ain't even your fight. It ain't even your fight and you out there looking stupid. And then everybody, well, see what had happened was, no. Nope. And I noticed a lot of preachers ain't getting in there.
They say, look, you stay over there, I'm going to stay over here.
But do you not know the church was the center?
It was.
Of our voting rights. It was the center for ending desegregation. It was the center. I mean, come on now.
But you don't see a lot of churches backing politics up anymore.
No, ain't nobody doing. Listen.
They ain't backing nothing up.
Here's the thing. I'm going to tell y'all. Now, y'all know Jamal Bryant coming here August 29th. Okay, August 29th, Jamal Bryant coming. Jamal Bryant is one of the most talked about, hated preachers around. And it ain't by the white people.
No.
It's the black folk.
So they don't like him.
No, talking about he cocky, he arrogant, talking about how many women he done had and all that. What they got to do with the price of tea in China? Because what he's telling us, stand together, is power in your money. Y'all spend all this money on weave and then folks won't even buy advertising for you? Man, I'm not going, no, don't buy no half of them over there. Don't buy no half of them over there. If they don't advertise with you, and that's just like car dealerships. Y'all running over here buying cars from all these dealerships and they won't even, and listen, I don't have a problem. Now I say this again. I don't have a problem with ZZA. I want ZZA to do well. I think if ZZA is here and then 105.1 is here, it looks like to me, we ought to have some advertisement with some of these major car dealerships. Because surely you're not selling all the cars to the white people.
Right.
That's true.
Now make that make sense. But won't nobody stand up with you? If we get on the air and tell all our people stop shopping somewhere, stop spending your money somewhere, guess what we do? We go anywhere. But what Jamal Bryant did, he said stop going to Target. Target started losing money. And because they start losing money, now they want to have a meeting. But they want him to meet with an executive. He said, I'm not meeting with the second man in charge. I want to meet with the people in charge. You don't little boy me.
Okay.
You better get in your head, Mona. If you ever call a meeting with someone and they don't let you meet with the person that makes the rule, they really didn't want to deal with you anyway.
I believe it.
You come over there and meet with Mona. She say, "JV, go out there and hold that meeting."
I think he'll do a good job.
You see what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? You gonna say Jay now? Anyway, Mama said, just agree with everything you said.
I think I would feel that way if I was trying to give somebody my money or whatever, and the person in charge don't talk to me, then I'm not giving them my money.
Mona, what do we do here though? What do you see around here? These people don't even deal with you, and you stay up in their stuff. Oh my goodness. And every time we have an event that say, hey, this is for, okay, feeding the folks in the park.
Okay.
Feeding, you remember, we finally we had a bunch of churches, praise God for the few pastors that don't have a problem with me, that came out and supported what we were trying to do. And it was a magnificent event, and no one was trying to outdo the next person.
Right.
And we serviced over 1,000 people. But it didn't take these big corporations and these other businesses that y'all deal with that won't give you nothing. I find it strange that Walmart would give a organization that ain't doing nothing 5,000, 10,000, but you talk about giving to the local people and you won't give nothing.
It's an act of Congress.
And I have no problem with these little girl group. What's the name of the girl? The Xeons and the Neons and the Stardust and all that. I have no problem with that. Have no problem with that whatsoever. But what I do have a problem with is when we have our young ladies thinking that if they don't get in these groups, they are nobody. That group don't make you. Them groups don't make you. It's just like I tell people, if you join a fraternity, the fraternity don't make you. You make the fraternity.
Right.
That's just like you meet people that become AKAs or Deltas or Zetas or whatever. They whole mentality change. You didn't know you was somebody before you joined these organizations.
That's crazy.
You didn't know you was somebody before you joined. That means you got a self-esteem problem. But I think the African-American community got to get back to the way we was reared. We got to take pride in being who we are. And we got to change the way we think. And we got to stick together. Quit getting mad at Mona because she's driving her white car.
Well,
Mona, you know, if I'm mad at you because you got a car.
What?
You got that car because you had a blue one. They said, oh, no, she done moved up, got a white one now. And you like, you don't even understand. I got a bigger car note than I had with the blue one. You know what I'm saying? And they mad at you and don't have the details, don't know that really ain't your car.
But a lot of times people, they stand out looking, thinking one thing and don't even know the facts of it. And I mean, and that's the biggest problem with the Black community.
Yeah.
You worried about somebody.
Assume.
Yeah, they assume that you gonna get more than them. And it's sad.
Okay, so I got another one. I'm gonna give you one that's really crazy. So everybody that's listening, y'all heard about the white girl that called the boy a ninja. Okay, she called the 5-year-old a ninja.
A 5-year-old.
Oh, let's say.
And the people has raised this girl $700,000 to relocate.
Okay, what was she? A teacher? Was she?
I don't care what she was.
I'm trying.
All I know was
seemed like I read
the
this
fact
story.
of the matter was a white woman called a Black child a ninja and went on GoFundMe and they raised this woman $700,000 to relocate.
And then the boy that supposedly self-defense stabbed the white boy with the little whatever object at the track meet. They put up a GoFundMe and GoFundMe go block theirs.
Did that. Okay, y'all gonna get it in a minute. Y'all don't own nothing. That's why I said this. And watch this. This really gonna blow your mind. I said, how about we get together, pastors? Let's go to a bank and decide which bank we're gonna use that's willing to work with us.
Okay.
You know how many preachers talk to me?
How many?
2. 2.
I mean, but people don't. But people don't support unless it's their idea. I feel like that's how I feel. A lot of people won't support because it's not their idea or they're not in the lead of it. You know, but I'm like,
2.
it's
people.
crazy.
2 pastors.
And how many pastors around here?
Oh, we ain't got it. So help me out, Mona.
Okay.
JV and you at the park. The white woman come over and called JV a ninja.
Mm-hmm.
She said, "Little ninja, look like your mama."
Right. I got 2 options.
You got, no matter what you do. Let's just come on. What's your first option?
My first option would show her what a ninja can do. The second option was not act like what she think I am and fight her with my mind. Instead of, I mean, violence, you don't have to always
Go to
have a negative for a negative. But sometimes, you know, you just flip and black out and things happen. And then I have to be calling people from Tutwiler. So if I don't want to do that and I want to be with my kids, you got to think about the long-term effect of that. Because if you do beat her up, then what?
Mona.
You going to prison.
Mona, you so good.
I mean, I'm just saying for real. Or you could
I appreciate you.
take the second part and just be like, okay.
Mona, you so good. Praise it.
Whatever.
So good. Oh, I'm so proud of you, Mona. So you just gonna let that woman?
No, I didn't say that.
She
No,
said, fight her with a mind.
You don't let them get away.
You
with it.
ain't don't. Okay, okay. I'm with you, Mona.
She's not gonna get away.
Don't
with
let her
it.
get away.
Either way it goes, she's
Don't
not
let her
gonna get away with it.
Yeah, yeah. But Mona, I'm gonna go with you. Okay, me and you together on this. We just gonna be still and let the Lord fight out.
Nah, I didn't say that.
No, I'm just saying we're gonna be still. We're gonna let the Lord fight our battle.
No, yeah, I guess if that's what you want about, you want to put it.
We're gonna be still, let the Lord fight our battle, Mona. And then watch this. You put them hands on her because the Lord gave you the ability to put them hands on her.
Mm-hmm.
And then they turn around and say to you, you going to jail. You go GoFundMe.
No, you're going to prison. They ain't gonna send you to jail.
Oh, you ain't gonna just beat her up. You gonna kill her.
No, I'm not gonna kill her. I'm talking about.
I'm like, man, Mona, you going to jail for that little fight, Mona. So you go to jail for that little fight.
You know how they are.
But
That's a white woman.
Let's just say that you went to jail.
I went to jail.
We did a GoFundMe
Mm-hmm.
to raise money to get you out. You got $700 on your GoFundMe. But the girl that called JV the ninja,
mm-hmm.
she got $700,000 to relocate. If African American people do not pay attention to anything else, look at who will support people even when they're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That's purity hate. But you got all these churches. And I'm telling you, all these churches out here, you got white pastors that won't stand up and say it is wrong. Speak against this. They should be teaching this on Sunday morning. This is wrong.
So what do you think the black churches would have said for the GoFundMe to get the black woman out?
First of all, you got to go take it through the board. Second of all, it depends on who you are.
That's right.
Third of all, it probably won't happen.
Nah. Mona, she shouldn't have done it.
She should have turned the other cheek.
Hmm.
She should have turned the other cheek.
No, Mona, let me say, you done heard about them Barnetts. They always out there fighting.
Exactly.
They'll go back down to something else. I remember when her daddy was 17 years old. What that got to do with that 50 years ago? We'll find an excuse not to support you.
Oh, it definitely wouldn't have been. Mm-mm.
But you see the white people came together 700.
They would have said, let's take that to the board first. And you don't even have a board.
I'm just throwed off. 700,000. $700,000 for doing wrong. And here you are fighting each other over nothing. That part right there just threw me off. 700,000, and here you are fighting somebody about what now? Make that make sense. It just don't.
Just like the man that called, they said when the little girl rang his doorbell, she was selling Girl Scout cookies or something. And she rang his doorbell and he said something about, if I would have been home, I would have killed you or something. I would have shot you.
And that's the mentality of people right now, because they feel like they can do what they want to do and get away with it. And I'm gonna tell you something. You got to make up your mind, because the environment that we live in, and I think it's sad, but God is gonna have to handle it, because we're in an environment now where people just feel like because they have the power, they can't treat you any kind of way.
Right.
And it's a sad day, but that's how it is. And this is prime example. You can go down and apply for food stamps.
Oh my gosh.
And people would deny you before you get through with the application. But somebody else can go down there
and apply,
and they'll get emergency.
And then it's crazy. You can apply for
that right there.
You could have just saying somebody watching.
Oh, okay.
You could apply for government assistance, and for you, it's going to be a waiting list. But Mary Beth can come over there and say she's in a hostile environment. You could be in the same position. We're gonna go move somebody out and give Mary Beth a house.
Well,
you don't
I mean,
own
that's
nothing.
how it is. That's how it is.
Y'all got to get back to what I just told you. When you don't own nothing, you don't make no rules.
You got to stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane. Come on, talk, Mona. That's what y'all got to understand. That NFL owners showed you all. You little ninjas can run up and down that football field all you want. But until y'all come together with all those millions and millions of dollars that you have, they ain't studying you. If you pay attention to it, most of the people, and I saw this on Facebook, is a white guy put on there. He said, we should file a lawsuit for discrimination against all of the blacks because that's the only people that get it drafted.
Oh, wow.
Hey, but my point to that was, you get drafted, you make millions of dollars, you buy millions of dollars worth of material, but you at the end of your season of playing football, you own nothing. Magic Johnson had all this money. He's a minority owner of the Washington Commanders. Not one black person owns a NFL team or NBA team. Y'all can go and get you one of them little soccer teams because they ain't revenue ain't as big. You ain't seen not one black person own a major league baseball team. No one. You don't own nothing. You don't run nothing. And the only thing that's keeping us where we are is the blood of Christ. That's our only protection. Only protection.
I thought they say Michael Jordan had a team.
Michael Jordan sold his team.
Oh, okay. But he did have a team.
He sold his team, and like always, you know, he met Becky. Because when he had Shanae, Shanae wasn't selling no tape. This all we got. We ain't selling this. He met Becky and then sold that thing.
Oh, okay.
So
Somebody said, amen, preacher.
I mean, it don't make sense. I mean, it don't make no kind of sense. And here's my thing. Until y'all start fighting one another, what can you talk about?
Nothing.
Yeah, here. Oh, okay, I got a message. Let me read my message.
But a lot of people, that's our problem with a lot of things. We always want, but I believe our biggest problem is we won't support, but we won't support anybody unless they gonna announce you. This is at church or wherever. If they gonna say Mona B, you going. But if they don't say Mona B, you ain't supporting them. You know what I'm saying? It's like we have to feel like we have to have the recognition in order to support people.
So you feel like people just want to be recognized
with everything.
Nigga, don't talk to Mona. She ain't got much to say today. She ain't got anything. We ain't talking about that.
Whatever. That is not true.
We gotta talk about that 3-letter word, but the eyes go to cocking up and getting sideways.
That is not
true. All that, but we go talking about what else. Mona said, hold on a minute now. I'm trying to keep my ties from not being Mona, when the last time you had to check your tire pressure?
Look at him, petty.
He has to start. I'll be prepared. I'll be prepared.
You prepared.
You just take it. Yeah.
Y'all come by Mona house and see if anybody hiding out. They coming from behind the
Mona
bushes.
says she ain't got nobody. She don't have stalkers.
Don't be turning your eyes over at me. Hey, I ain't the one.
I don't have stalkers.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nah, I probably do.
Yeah, you want to tell everybody that you have stalkers.
I did have them. I think they disappeared though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I know you said it now. I ain't repeating nothing that you ain't said on the app.
I know. I did say that.
It mean what you say, say what you mean.
Y'all saw the messages. I have.
Who saw the message? What message?
When I showed you the message.
Oh, you seen the message?
You
know,
stop
Mona.
acting like that.
She's some kind of Donald Trump. She'll make it up.
But I ain't got
It'd be fake news.
Why I gotta
Fake
make
news.
stuff
Fake
up?
news. Ain't nobody stalking you. You just want somebody to think somebody's stalking you. Ain't nobody studying you.
That's
Right,
good.
so
I mean,
you
that
went
would
out
be
there-
good. I
went
don't
out
want
there-
nobody to stalk me.
When
You
I
gotta-
did let the air out her tire to my
Oh my God. Why would I do that?
You one of them people that like attention. That's what people. Some people like attention, so they do that.
Please.
They do that kind of stuff.
I don't
Don't you meet
crave
people like that?
attention because
Oh,
I
yes.
have attention. I don't crave it.
Who you getting it from, Javy?
Everybody.
Oh, that's why you got stalkers.
I know. That's why I said, okay.
So let me tell y'all, Mona got so many stalkers that she went up there to the concert and had to have a bodyguard. Mona, how did it go? Tell
I
us
heard
about
she
it.
had somebody following her around the room.
Okay, you're gonna get it. See, Tamika, I be trying to let Mona tell you, but she be faking that on you. Know,
Y'all need to quit.
she won't tell you what happened. Mona, why you had to have a bodyguard, Mona? What happened? Tell us about it.
It was nice. It was a real nice concert. We had a
But
amazing
Mona,
time.
why did you have to have a bodyguard, Mona?
I don't know because I'm Mona B.
Say Mona got up there and Kevin Richardson, he said, like my legs, I can't walk around
I
without
can't
you.
walk around with that.
And Mona said, that's only when you want my cookies.
She told him that on the air.
Hey, Mona, they said that you got up there and you still ain't moved. And say you was like a deer with headlights. But you say you did good. You know, you did good, Mona.
Thank you.
But I need you to get a show. Next time you get the opportunity, Mona.
Well, I have to talk to my manager about that because I need to
Mona.
have a choreographer. I need
No.
to have
I need you to,
makeup. So my
No.
manager
No.
has to get all that stuff
so
for me.
so
Get me
everybody
prepared.
everybody listening. What
so
she
we can
trying to
have
say
stage
is
presence.
she trying to say that I need you to do. I need you to always be ready because you never know. Because see, when God put favor on your life, even when you're not on program, God would touch the heart of the people and put you on program.
Well, they say she better have more than one song the next
I
time she get up
told
there.
you, I told you last week, and I gave you the 3 songs to sing. And I
You
told you to order to
did.
sing them.
Yeah, I understand.
You
that, but
won't listen.
What happened was
No, you don't
What?
listen.
You're not listening.
You got to capitalize on your opportunities. The Lord, He opened up doors for you. And once He opened up the doors, you got to capitalize on them because I told you last week, I said 3 songs you need to do. I was very plain. I guess I wasn't speaking good enough English. I said, make sure you sing Tennessee Whiskey. I said, because I know you're going to be tired. Sing Tennessee Whiskey. I said, you also can do So You Want My Cookies to Be Last. And the first song I said you can do was what? What was it?
Too long.
See, can't stay too long. I say, do them songs. That's your whole set. Look what God did. I'm going to tell y'all listen to me good. If I tell you something, I work for the man.
Okay.
Take it down. Listen to what I'm saying. It ain't me. God speaks through me. So you have to listen. So when He set you up, God said, listen, I'm going to set you up. Listen to what He's telling you. I'm using Him as a mouthpiece to let you know you're getting ready to go to another level. The reason why a lot of people miss their level or elevation because they don't listen to who God has sent by to get you ready. You got to capitalize on it because guess what, Mona? You did something that people don't get an opportunity to do. The woman that was on the Real Housewife,
Oh,
whatever,
Huntsville.
in Huntsville, she had to be half naked to be up there. Okay, she's up there, had to be half naked. Thank God you got up there with all your clothes on. Woo,
I
Lord,
know I thought about.
I was
putting
like,
on a little.
Lord, thank you. See, the Lord heard me. He heard me.
Yeah.
But you have to capitalize on that. And then you got to find 3 people in the audience. I told you, find 3 people in the audience that you're going to look at. And you just start walking toward them and do like Tamika. Tamika can't dance, but she make a Z. She make a Z and she be going from side to side. You got to just make you a little Z and go from side to side. That's her favorite move. She down there, she going to do this. See, that I'm telling you.
Listen, Mona, I can't wait to September 27th when we go and
See?
when we do the Tootsie Roll.
That's
they coming live.
Look at that. See? Look, she already ready. See?
Already ready,
right.
Mona, so that's what you got to do. So then you moved around the stage. They like, oh, shucks now. You got this thing. Opportunity. That was your opportunity. But people did say you do well. They did. You say you did well. And if I told you this before, King George sung that same old song for 7 to 10 years. Now he the hottest thing since sliced bread. But everything has a season.
That's right.
So all of us that believe the Bible, everything has a season. Your season come, you better capitalize on it because you're going down.
Mm-hmm.
King George used to charge 30,000. He down now. He coming on down. Yeah, you get him down. He started about 10 now.
Really?
See, everything has a season. You just got to capitalize on your season, and you got to stay there, keep on planting seeds, and keep on putting the work in. So I need you at home instead of laying on your back. I need you in the living room practicing them 3 songs because you never know when you got a chance to do it. My dad told me as a pastor, he said, son, always have a sermon in your pocket, and you don't need no notes. Always have a sermon in your pocket. He said, because you never know when you're going to be called on to preach.
Mm.
Be ye ready. You got to be ready.
All right.
Oh
Got
boy,
it.
I done got you. I got you. Mona, that was a sermon for everybody.
All right, I got it. But let me tell you.
I don't want to hear it now.
No,
See,
I got to tell you.
you ain't told me
Mona
yet.
said she need to know her. She got to tell a story.
She still ain't told me yet. Who?
I don't know who was following me. I don't know them people.
Oh, okay. That's all. I was trying to get it out because they said Mona needed a bodyguard. I was like, what?
Well, I did have on my my little shiny pants.
And a boost to her knee. Yes, you did.
No.
Them boots probably too big. You know she be wearing them boots. They be looking like she ain't got no. Look like she put some sticks on up in that thing. Man, at least put some tissue in it. Would look like they gonna fit in your leg, Mona.
They be
they
tight
fit
on my
now.
leg.
They fit now. Oh yeah, I forgot. Mona, I ain't say nothing, but you know
They fit now.
They fit down, Mona.
I been had big calves. I have to get extra large calves.
They fit.
Oh man. So Mona, you had your boots on. You had your boots on the ground.
I had my boots on the ground. I did.
Yeah.
It was I was nervous, but it was I mean, I was there by myself. Everybody left me by myself. Didn't nobody want me. So yeah,
But
it was good.
you had some. My folks showed up. They were late, but they showed up.
I had already performed.
Oh yeah, yeah. Tamika had her folks there. They were late, but you know they showed up. But you had already done it, then.
Yeah, I had already done
Because they
it.
said by the time they got there, you was over at the other place trying to get some hydration.
No, I had already got it.
You were tired. Mona probably was sweating.
I was like, I gotta get a drink. I had to get a drink.
Mona,
before I
you
got
had
on
sweated
stage.
out. Oh no, you went out there first. Oh, I was thinking you ain't went on get some water or something. You know that I gotta get a drink.
I'm talking about lemonade.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm like, I thought you were gonna get hydration because you had sweated. Did you?
Oh God, I was so wet with sweat.
That's what
I
I
was,
thought.
it was hot up there though, but I think my nerves. I was
Boy, if
sweating.
your wig would have slid to the side.
Oh, my God.
It got tucking combs and it ain't going nowhere. So then, let me tell you about Kevin. He redeemed himself because he was so humble. He gave every woman in VIP a rose.
Let me tell you about that. Mona, why didn't you make the other folk feel bad to say that everybody in VIP got a rose and had a rose in her hand?
Well, I was the ultimate VIP.
Oh,
But
You can't do nothing with Mona B.
no, but I think it was so good that he invited everybody up to take a picture with him and stuff like that. And most people don't do that. And last time he didn't do that, and I was kind of mad at him. But Saturday, he was looking so nice. He had on a suit. I think, oh God, men look so good in suits. He looked good, but I think he's been working out.
If you're a man and you got a good suit, Mona looking
Nah,
for
I ain't say that. I ain't say all that.
Mona.
But Kevin Richardson
Mona.
was looking
Mona.
very fly.
Mona, your tie's gonna be on flat again.
He was. I was like,
You on
and
the
then
air.
he smelled good too.
Ooh,
I
you were
was
close enough to smell him. I'm going.
She done hugged him.
Mona, you're on the air.
We was whispering in each other's ears and stuff like that.
Mona
Let
won't
me
be.
quit.
Look at
Y'all.
Jim Redeemer.
Let me
Look, she
quit.
came through. She
Mona-
woke up.
She woke up now.
Mhm.
That man was fine.
Mona,
I
Tamika, Mona won't be at work tomorrow. She ain't gonna make
no, I'm just saying.
Ain't gonna be able to
You
make it.
give people compliments,
You
right?
gonna have to pick her
You're
up.
supposed to give people compliments.
Listen, somebody
Do you
please.
not give people
Somebody
compliments?
please go with Mona home because somebody coming out the bushes.
I'm just saying, every man can't pull that off, but he looked good. He gave women roses. He made every woman feel
Ooh.
special. And then he can sing.
Ooh.
I ain't say sing. He can sing.
I know you
And
would.
then that gray silver fox look. Yeah.
I told
Come
y'all.
through, Mona.
I told y'all anything dealing with
Yes, that
with
is, that has
She done-
nothing
she
to
done
do
went-
with
She
that.
complimented.
when I was talking
I
about
am
how to make
celibate.
when I was talking
I'm
about how to
celibate.
make the African American community better, she had very little to say. Woo! She ain't had none of that to say.
Because I was listening, I was paying attention. Sometimes you have to listen. You got to take things in. You don't need everything. Don't need a response. But
you need
what
some
I was
action,
trying to
Mona.
say
That's what I'm trying to
is-
say. Everything you respond need action.
That's right.
You say you listen because you're gonna leave here today hollering, we shall overcome.
yeah,
You so
that.
good. That girl so good.
lift every voice and sing because
Mona.
no,
Mona good.
But
Mona
you
good.
didn't tell me you had a bodyguard the whole time.
look,
She just told me a little while.
To me. Mona
Now
had.
she did tell me she had a bodyguard. They came and got her and took her to the.
they took me to the stage. I was like,
Now
Mona
she did
B,
tell me that.
Mona B, you ready? Hey, you is Mona B. Something.
Mona, I
I was
didn't
like,
got you.
what?
I didn't laugh so hard. I said, well, Mona, that important. Oh, okay then. All right, say Knox Media in the house. Go ahead on, Mona.
Mhm, she did.
I say Knox Media is in the house. That's what I'm talking about.
Representing. But it was nice. It was nice. And yes, Kevin smelled good. And
And you didn't have to ask them if you were VIP.
no, I didn't have to ask that. They proved it to me. When I stepped through the door, hey, Mona B.
Mona, I'm getting choked.
Mona said she was the real VIP.
The real VIP. It was nice. I can say that was a nice setting.
We're
It
good.
was very nice.
We're good.
And yes, I was nervous.
When get your songs together for
And
the
Joe
next
be
time.
calling me out. Joe, he was supposed to have came up there with me.
Mona, now I told you ain't nobody gonna be going up there with you. It's Mona B,
I understand that.
not Mona
but,
B and company.
Girl had backup dancers. You don't even want to dance.
No. If I would have been there, you know I wouldn't have. But I'm just proud that you went up there. But she done got mad at Joy. Say Joy should have went up there with her.
Okay. That's what we're gonna have to work on. Y'all want me to move? I
Mom,
need backup dancers.
You were lying so much, I started getting choked.
What I lie about?
Whew. Mom,
What I lie about?
you ain't thought that nobody going up there with you.
Yes, I did.
That ain't what I asked you to do. I told you get on up there and get the moving. Now we got 3 songs.
Okay, I need backup dancers. She had backup dancers.
You make some money, then we can get backup dancers. Right now,
Well,
we
you gotta spend money to make money. So
Yeah.
you spend money on
We
the
are.
backup dancers,
listen.
and then the
we,
money will come.
We on the charity walk right now. We need- I got you on 3 tours already. I got you on 2 for free. I know now we gonna put you on tour. Matter of fact, I know the manager for Keith Washington who's coming.
Oh, she already on that one.
Look at that. So you on that. You on Keith Washington.
And
Then
Knox Media Group would be there.
so Keith Washington,
Okay.
you just got through with
Kevin Richardson.
Kevin Richardson. Prior to that, you were with what's his name?
Jeter Jones.
Jeter Jones. And Jeter Jones said he gonna let you go on tour with him.
We probably can get you up there with the Isley Brothers.
Then we got you on with I'm putting you on at the Isley Brothers. They're gonna be out there for the summer jam, summer fest. Then we just we on board for this weekend in Dothan for the
Tri-State Family
Tri-State
Reunion.
Family Reunion. When I tell you, I appreciate
Mona will fall out.
Mona, young man came to me yesterday, and I appreciate you so much for what you said. He said that Knox, he really appreciates you. He said for what we're doing from the north to the south is amazing. He's never met people to do what we're doing from the north to the south and still be humble.
Okay.
And I preached yesterday that we have to learn how to be humble like Christ.
Yes.
Gotta be like Christ. Christ,
no matter what your position is.
Exactly.
Mona, I used this for yesterday, and I want everybody to believe in God. You can get this, but if you don't go to church, you'll say it don't make sense. But how can even if you don't go to church, you ought to see this. How can Jesus be God's son? And the scripture says that even Jesus himself said it was robbery to be called to be equal. He was like, to be equal with my dad, and no. He said, no, I can't. I ain't even on that level. Then, because he was so humble, he left from sitting on the right-hand side of his daddy, took on human form, and came down to be like us. Now, that's humble. You ain't leaving the White House to come down here with us. We'll call Mona and be like, Mona say, tell him I'll call him back. Be like, Mona, it's us. I know who it is. Just tell him I'll call him
You
back.
need to quit.
To me,
I wouldn't do
you
that.
know
Better
she'll change.
remember us.
I
You know
wouldn't do
she'll
that.
change. She gonna get this hit. I'm getting my. We sign a contract. When we get out there.
No,
Cause see, I know how us work.
I'm putting on blast.
We gonna get now. We want our money. Cause see, Mona gonna blow up one day, and when she blow up, she gonna forget about her.
I wish she would.
Why would I do
You
that?
know, I'm usually quiet. I'm gonna put out there so bad.
To me, you ain't been quiet since I met you. You ain't been quiet since I met you. Matter of fact, you start talking a little bit more.
No. I'm saying
I think that
But she
Brittany-
said she don't name drop.
I don't name drop.
Look, that Brenda Tubbs that showed up. Boy, Brenda Tubbs
She
went
done
on.
got hot. She done took the jacket
Look,
off. Look.
Brenda Tubbs went on to be with the Lord, and that spirit, it lives on right here.
Right.
I'm telling you now. And this is so funny, Mona.
Mhm.
People that don't know Tamika, that didn't know Tamika, but they saw pictures of Tamika mom,
Right.
they say, wow, man, that's your mama. And then I say, man, she starting to act just like her. I'm telling you, man.
Even Javy said it.
Look at that. I'm telling you, that it is just amazing. But Mona, we're gonna sign the contract and get off.
You gonna get
Matter
the
of fact,
contract?
I need to write it
We'll
up.
have to talk to the lawyer.
Ain't nothing to talk about. Okay, y'all. So Mona would not be on singing for Keith Washington. Cancel that. And if y'all want to hear her, y'all better go to her house. Anything got something to do with Knox Media Group, Mona won't be on it. There you go. So you don't want no cookies. And then they ask, what happened to Mona? The cookies stale. Y'all ain't no
Them
good.
fresh baked cookies.
Mm.
Stay warm.
Yeah, they look like they warm the other night, boy. You was up on that stage looking like, oh Lord.
Oh goodness.
Right to my Mona eyes was big and everything. Mona, you a superstar, man. Act like it.
Well, I was told what they said was, man, I thought she gonna pass out. We ain't know to call the ambulance or what.
Boy, you had flipped over with them legs in there, boy. I've been rolling that.
I said
Not
we do
alive.
have tendencies of falling out though.
Tamika said you can join her. Join her. Mona, but let me tell you something. Since Tamika talking about you.
All right.
Man, we had our first funeral this weekend. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you so much, Sister Edna Brooks family. We thank y'all so much for allowing S&K Mortuary to celebrate with your mom, the life of your mom. And I knew my new sister in Christ, Sister Elaine.
Nice.
I mean, she is just the best. Sister Elaine is like the best. She's a city councilwoman
Okay.
for the city of Midland City, Alabama. And when I tell you, God will put people in place to help you along the way. And God put this family in place to help us along the way. And it was such a good experience. And then it's good to be good.
Mhm.
And when you know who you are, Mona, it don't matter where you are, you walk with confidence, you know who you are, and confidence attracts people. People are not attracted to somebody that's wimpy. They're attracted to confidence. People say they don't like confidence, but you're attracted to confidence. When you saw Kevin Richardson, he was confident that he had it going on.
Mhm.
And boy, all you was like a magnet. You was like, somebody call security. This
I
good.
know.
See what I'm saying? But the funeral was such
But I think he married.
I can't. Let me. So the funeral was such a good experience for us, and
He ain't.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
The funeral was such a good experience for us, and we want to personally thank Sister Elaine and her family for such a wonderful experience. And if you need us, I heard somebody ask me yesterday. They said, "Well, would y'all do a funeral in Florence? Sure as you call me." I said, "Sure as you call me, we'll come." And don't worry, Mona ain't gonna be up there singing cookies. She gonna be singing next in line. And so when you do business with S&K Mortuary, you get the funeral, you get the live stream, you get the radio announcement, you get the obituaries, you get the book, you get all of it. Man, we one-stop shop.
Okay,
We do the caskets inserts, we do everything. And for everybody that wants to know, again, would you come to Florence? Sure as you call me. Sure as you call me. And I keep telling people, stop allowing other folks to dictate your destination. They can't dictate to you your destination. You have to determine your destination. God said that I can have the desires of my heart. So I'm not going to let you change my desire. I'm not going to let you change my heart. I'm going to change my dream. I'm going to change what I want to achieve. And if you don't want to support, I got a daddy that owns cattle on 1,000 hills, and he will provide. And that's what you got to roll with. So again, thank you so much to Sister Elaine. We really appreciate your family for allowing us to be a part of your mother's celebration. Now, I said that to say, you couldn't hit Tamika with a red apple.
You couldn't.
You couldn't hit her, boy.
What she did?
She was funeral director accessionaire.
Okay.
I was quiet. Mom.
She was on it. But who? Tamika was on it. Tamika said, "Hey, we don't
She
go
had
out."
organized
Look,
everything.
they got ready to take the body out. Tamika said, "Who takes the body out head first? We go foot first."
Okay.
You don't know nothing about Tamika?
I let him fall. I let
Tamika,
him know.
hey, Tamika ain't no joke now. Tamika down there, hold. Hey,
that's her niche.
I done been to enough of them.
And she had, hey, she was on the phone. She was doing the funeral, and she was running other stuff at the same time. Tamika was on it now.
Man, that's why I told her.
She was on it.
What'd you say?
She was on it, Mona.
No.
And you out here doing nothing. Talking about
I did something.
Being still on the stage. We left you to one. We left you to do one thing. Say, we told you to sing 3 songs and move, and you got up there and did not. And then I think John, if it wasn't for John reminding her what she need to be doing, she wouldn't have done that.
Wouldn't have done what?
Got up there and song.
He said he gave a strong introduction. Did he introduce you well?
He did.
That's what I'm saying. The team was ready, baby. The team was ready. And let me tell you about relationships, because anything that goes on here in the show's area or in Dothan, you better believe Knox Media Group is going to be involved. It's all about relationships, because I like to see Sister Fonda has an event coming up. Now, she has an event coming up. I want her event to be a success. I want it to be well. We have some more people. I think we got a day in the park with the fish people.
That was Saturday.
We missed that. I wanted that to be well. I mean, I'm all about people doing well. Now, if you don't want me to do well, that's on you. I still want you to do well. When you know what God has for you, you don't hate on folk.
That's right.
You be excited for everybody. That's why people be talking about that. I don't have a problem with the other radio stations. I ain't got no problem with that. And I tell people all my white brothers and sisters, they have 12 radio stations here, and they ain't cutting each other. We got 2, and you got to be what you cutting each other for? That don't even make sense.
And
you got people,
folks don't support.
And then tell people don't. That's silly.
Oh, wow.
Then you got people don't talk to you because they part of it. How can you let somebody tell you who to talk to? That's so stupid. I think it's strange. I think it's strange. I mean, I try to tell Tamika not to talk to you all the time, Mona, but she don't stop.
She can't.
Or people will say, well, you know what? Don't go to that event because they are part of it. Or if you go to that event, you can't work for us anymore. So let me tell y'all, sad.
I feel like the day is the telly. So the day is the telly day. So we had an event, right? We had a concert.
Okay.
Lady came, one of our concerts with the Southern, I think we had just started. Somebody came and said, we weren't coming. We were told, we have friends that was going to come, but they were told do not support it because of you all.
Ooh. That's kind of deep.
No, that's not silly. And I think people are silly to let other folks dictate to you what to do. No, that ain't how you do stuff. But I didn't found out.
And we thank everybody for your support.
That's right. We can't fall down nobody. Can't nobody say that I'm mean to you, because that ain't who I am. I'm nice to everybody.
But make sure you mark your calendars for May
Put
the
your
25th.
hand down, Mona. I'm still nice to you.
I
I saw you over there. I see you over there.
Mark your calendars for May the 25th, Remembering the Veterans Through Music concert. And it's absolutely free. All you got to do is bring your lawn chairs, come out and have a good time, because I promise you, I ain't seen a free event that's usually like this one.
I haven't either.
I'm talking about this absolutely free.
Absolutely free.
And you got artists that's going to be there.
We have artists going to be there. Mona B going to do more than one song this time.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Mona ain't doing nothing till she signed this paper.
She got to sign that paper. Mona signed that paper. Sign the paper, Mona. And then also make sure y'all get y'all tickets for the what is it called? The Old School Festival.
Old School Blues Festival.
Let me tell y'all something. Y'all want tickets, holler at us. We got some tickets. Matter of fact, we're going to give away some tickets. We're going to give away some tickets. You buy some tickets. Tell people where they can get the tickets for the Old School Festival. Mona's going to be on that. The Isley Brothers going to be there. Mona, that's your speed right there.
The eyes of Mr. Biggs, yes.
Yeah,
Work
that's
with
your
R.
speed.
Kelly, of course.
Yeah, I don't think he going to be there.
This is Mr. Biggs. I like that.
Oh, she moving on that one.
Yeah, buddy.
Then he said, I don't want no cookie. So make sure you get the tickets. That's going to be the, what weekend is that?
The same weekend as Remembering the Veterans. It will be on the 24th, that Saturday.
Yeah, because it'll always be that Saturday, and our things always be that
Always.
Sunday. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I ain't going over there, but I got a free ticket that I'm going to give away.
Okay.
Mona, you going?
You already know Mona going to
Sure, she got that ticket.
Look.
She got that VIP pass around her neck. Because Mona said, don't play with me. I don't go nowhere if I ain't
If
VIP.
I ain't VIP,
I ain't going. I don't blame you, Mona.
it was funny. JV seen my wristband. He was like, "How did you get VIP?" I said, "I'm a celebrity, baby." He said, "I know you're a celebrity, but
That's what I'm talking about.
how you get VIP?" I said, "I'm VIP every time I
No,
go."
you ain't telling me. You say Knox. Thank you.
I forgot.
Nah, you ain't. That's what I'm talking about. See, you see how quick she forgot? That's why she gonna sign this paper. Tamika, that's how you know. Folks like Mona gonna get her and be gone. They forget about her.
I would not.
I don't
How
want
you
to.
gonna say that?
Nope. You gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna have you just like Puffy in court.
No, did he?
Because today they got Puffy in court today, and they doing the trial right now. They getting ready to select the jurors. They selected them right now. And I got an inside scoop. They say Puffy gonna get off.
I think he is.
I do too. Well, Mona, sign that paper, because I hate for you to be up there with Big Daddy Kane and the Isley Brothers on May the 24th. And you have to come off that stage.
For what?
Because you ain't signed that paper.
I'd be like, security.
Man, some folks. Mona got security following her back.
Security.
Not security, but also that's a busy weekend. On the 23rd in Florence, Alabama, it would also be the ribbon cutting for the WC Handy rec. So the 23rd is the WC Handy rec will be having their ribbon cutting and opening, re-grand opening, and then the 24th is the Old School Festival, and the 25th is Remembering the Veterans Through Music concert.
So we need, let me tell y'all something. I need everybody that lives in District 1 or know people in District 1 or from District 1 and that was so excited about the Handy Center. We need y'all to meet us out there.
Yes, we'll be there.
We need to show that we're in support of what we have going on. And some of y'all don't go to stuff unless other folks involved. Why don't you come and support?
That's right. Come on out.
Come on out.
They're going to do walkthroughs, tours, a ribbon cutting, and they'll have other activities that day.
From the outside, it's looking pretty good.
All right. So y'all make sure y'all come on out that week. That's when I tell you, I'm going to be drinking a lot of fluids that week, Mona.
Oh, okay. I was like, man.
You thought she was going to.
Yeah. I thought your spirit had jumped off on you for Mona, man.
Really?
What spirit?
That drinking spirit?
No.
Drinking spirit?
The one that she told me I had to go get me a drink. I said, Mona, I was talking about some
lemonade.
No, I'm going to be drinking hydration all week.
She knows she need to hydrate because you know them
I
legs.
know, Lord
You
have
know she a
mercy.
tumble over like a tumble baby.
You have to get a whole case of liquid IV.
Yeah, I'm going to start
Right.
early.
Anyway, I want y'all to know that we appreciate you guys, man. We thank y'all for tuning in. We thank y'all for supporting us. We
Thank
ask that you
you.
continue to support us, continue to tell everybody about us, because we would not be as popular as we are if it wasn't for you.
That's true.
So we thank you guys. We appreciate you. And I like the idea that even when we're not in town, we out of town, we meet people. They meet people and look, let me tell you something. Tamika voice, her little voice is so, and she got a little sound like you got your little sound. And yeah. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. So the man was talking to Tamika the other day, Mona, and she went to talking, and she tried to talk proper.
She tried to talk
She was trying to talk proper.
No, not proper.
Yeah, she was trying to talk proper. And then he caught on. He said, "Oh, you be on the radio." Tamika like, yeah. She with the blushing and stuff. Yeah. Like you be on there cutting the words up.
Oh, you need to quit. He didn't say that.
That's me.
He did not, Mona.
Look, Mona, you should have seen it. Oh, I said, oh, look at it. I said, oh my goodness. I mean, man. But it's amazing. We want to
She
say,
had her celebrity.
oh,
moment.
yeah. She got it now. I don't care. Like I said, from the north to the south, everybody
That's
knows
right.
about Knox Media Group. Everybody know about 105.1 and V105.9. And don't forget, 24-hour gospel. That's right. Listen today. Make sure you download our app. You can listen to 24-hour gospel. You can listen to 105.1. You can listen to 105.9. And you can also see us on Facebook. You can see us on YouTube. You can see us on TikTok.
Instagram.
I don't think did we turn on TikTok today? No. We turned on we got TikTok up, but we didn't hit go live.
Look at there. I set it up for you. You just don't.
Well, Mona, it comes a time in everybody's life where you just didn't do it.
And you guys chime in every morning from 9 to 12 and catch the Mona B show.
And look, Tamika, she be live on that right there. When she on there by herself, she just be talking and
I know,
everything, and then told the folk that their electric was off. And
well, see, I don't be
that.
trying to. I let y'all have y'all moment because y'all don't ever be on here.
They said the electric was off. Mona said, she had to think about it. Did I pay my bill?
I would forget for
I
real.
know, yo, Mona, you think I'm playing? I'm playing. Mona would forget.
Is a mess.
When I tell you, she supposed to be like, make an announcement that the lights off. Mona said.
It was so funny when they.
See, I told you ain't got to worry.
When the lights went out, James said, "Mama, did you pay the utility bill?" But see, he ain't never been in the dark, so I don't know why he said that.
Hey, and we out, and we out, and we out, and we out. Hey, thank you for tuning in to 105.1.
The music muscle of the show.
And thank you for tuning in to V105.9.
The vibe.
That's right. You've been talking with and listening to the Lunchtime Hour with the old school preacher,
The church secretary.
And the fine choir president.
Y'all be blessed now. You hear? We'll talk to y'all tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
You're listening to WMXV, St. Joseph, Tennessee, W286DV, 105.1 FM, Lawrence, Alabama, and WARB 700 AM, W290DG, 105.9 Dothan, Alabama.
Knox Media Group weather. Download our apps today. Music Muscle of the Shoals, 105.1 FM, and WKAX 1500 AM. The temp is currently 66 degrees. The forecast for this afternoon, cloudy with a light breeze with scattered showers. The temp 66 degrees. Then this evening, lots of clouds with the temp 60. Overnight, scattered clouds and the temp 49. Tomorrow, some afternoon clouds. It will be comfortable. Temps about 75. We are the Knox Media Group, Music Muscle of the Shoals, 105.1 FM and WKAX 15.
It is the D.L. Hughley Show, your 2025 edition. Remember that it to see Sinners again. I love the idea that black people can be vampires too.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, but I'm telling you, black people would not be the